Welcome to Real Life 101. I'm Jillian and we're glad to have you with us. You're sure to get some valuable information today as we introduce you to 3 unique careers. We'll get a lesson on being money smart from a financial planner and find out the tools he uses for keeping people financially secure. Then we'll meet a pediatric physical therapist and learn how she helps children with different disabilities and injuries develop and heal. Finally, we'll meet a woman who can help us get the clutter out of our lives and spend less time searching for lost items. Now, where did I put my notes? So stay with us for this and more coming up on Real Life 101. We're the hosts of Real Life 101. Money. Ever notice how one minute you might have it and the next minute it's gone? Are you spending too much of it on hamburgers and movies and accessories you don't really need? Or do you balance your spending with saving? Lewis met with certified financial planner Joe Burt and learned about how he works to help people manage their money wisely and make sure there's some left over for retirement.
So tell me, Joe, what is the training that you need for financial planning?
Well, I think the starting place, Lewis, is to understand that most anyone today can call themselves a financial planner. In fact, this afternoon, if you wanted to get some business cards printed up and tell the world you're a financial planner, they would think you're a financial planner. Fortunately, though, our profession is beginning to get some, regulation to it. And what people want to deal with today is what's called a certified financial planner. And to become a certified financial planner, there's several things you have to accomplish. One, you've got to have a college education. Number 2, you have to go through a rigorous course of study, usually takes about 2 years. And then you have to pass a 2-day exam, and then you have to work for somebody in the financial services industry for 3 years, and they get a number of letters of recognition. So today, if you want to be at the top of the game in financial planning, the certified financial planner is the way to go. But anybody can call themselves a financial planner.
What exactly does financial planning mean?
It means a lot of things to a lot of different people, and I'm glad you asked. Comprehensive financial planning looks at a client or an individual's entire financial situation and looks at where they are today and where they want to be in the future, whether it's a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, or into retirement. And addressing all those important things that need to be considered. For instance, you want to educate your children, maybe help your grandchildren if you have any, buying cars, taking vacations, and how much money do I need at retirement? When we look at that, we have to consider all the things. You have to look at what their income is today. You have to look at how much they've been able to save and accumulate today in their various savings and investment programs, 401ks, IRA, savings accounts, mutual funds. You want to look at their insurance situation. You want to be sure that they're covered and don't have any disasters waiting for them. Got to have adequate life insurance, medical insurance, automobile insurance, homeowners insurance. You look at their tax picture. So there's a lot of different facets when you do comprehensive financial planning.
What skills do you need for this profession?
I think there's 2 critical elements to become a successful financial planner. First of all, you need to be good with people. You need to be, it's much like a doctor. You know, a doctor could go to medical school today and get the best education, but if he has a lousy bedside manner, in other words, if he doesn't treat his patients well, he's not oftentimes a great doctor. Same thing in our profession, because it's a people business. You need to be good with people. You need to be a good communicator, being able to listen to them and draw them out. And then secondly, you need an analytical mind. You need to be able to not be intimidated by numbers, be able to do calculations, not necessarily very sophisticated calculations, because thankfully today we have computers to help us with that, as opposed to when I started in this business. But you need 2 things. You need people skills and analytical skills.
Do you have any advice for anyone interested in what you do in financial planning?
Yes, I think, first of all, you need a broad education. You need a good liberal arts education. You need to understand what's going on in the world and being able to think. I think being able to see the big picture and at least from my perspective, being able to communicate with people, to recognize that people come from all different walks of life, and being able to to be able to analyze their own personal financial situation. I think those are the critical things that somebody needs to have.
Wow. Is there one thing that you don't like about your job?
That's a great question. I think the most difficult thing for me is to have people understand how the financial markets work. Unfortunately, I think with Madison Avenue being what it is today, with the access to information today, people think that the investment markets are like a casino. You know, you put your money down, and if you don't make any money on this roll of the dice, you're wondering why. And I think that the most difficult thing is trying to educate people to make them understand that investing in financial success is a long-term process. I like to say it's a marathon, not a sprint. And people sometimes with computer access today are on the computer looking at what their accounts are doing on a daily basis, even hourly basis, and that's one of the worst things they can do. So I think from my perspective, the most difficult thing is trying to get clients to understand that investing in financial success is a long-term process. It's something that doesn't happen overnight.
Oh, wow.
And it's something that you need to monitor and maintain, and then give it to a professional that can do it for you.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Louis. It's my
I'm gonna need your
pleasure.
help
Thank you.
with some financial helping.
Thank you. Good luck to
Thank
you.
you.
God bless you.
Certified financial planners fall under the category of financial planners, but distinguish themselves in several ways. To call oneself a certified financial planner, the professional must have a college degree, complete classes in the field, and pass the CFP exam. He or she must be experienced in the field and also meet ethics requirements. A certified financial planner is required by law to act in the best interests of their clients, not to just sell them products based on a commission. If you are interested in money management and financial planning, contact a certified financial planner in your area to find out more about this challenging career. You can also contact the College of Financial Planning.
Time for a break. Come back for more Real Life. Thanks for coming back. Take it away, Jillian.
There's no greater joy for a parent than having a baby. Watching it grow and seeing it roll over for the first time or take its first steps are days a parent lives for. But what about the little one who doesn't seem to be keeping up with other babies of his age? At 12 months, when other tots are taking their first steps, he's nowhere near letting go of the coffee table to hold himself up. Or what about the baby who is born with a disability? That's where Pediatric Physical Therapist can help. Carly met with Dana Murphy, who told her about this rewarding career. Dana introduced her to a patient with cerebral palsy and demonstrated how, with ongoing physical therapy, she is progressing in her growth and fine motor skills.
I'm here with Dana Murphy. Why did you want to become a pediatric physical therapist?
I enjoyed being in the medical profession, and I always thought that I'd like to work in the hospital settings, and in physical therapy just seemed to have evolved from there. I'm a kind of an athletic person, and throughout the when I started observing in the hospitals, I thought, this is where I want to be. This is at home.
And what kind of educational background do you have?
We are required to have the 4-year degree, science degree, BSc, and then after that, right now, most of the universities are evolving into postgrad up to the doctoral level that we're required to become a DPT.
And why did you want to do pediatric?
The children are just a joy to work with, and there's such a diverse population to work with that I can see the babies, which I love working with the babies. I really, really do. And then up to 19 years, you know, the type of children and the cases and the population is just an exciting population, and it's very rewarding.
What is a typical day like for you?
I am fortunate that I might start at 9 and then go on till 6. I have babies in the morning because they're not in school, and I might see 4 or 5 babies in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we have the children who are at school and maybe require more extensive exercise program.
So I understand we get to meet one of your patients?
Oh yes, Jordan, she's exceptional. This is Jordan, one of my girls that I work with.
How are you, sweetheart?
We work a lot on training and moving and getting agility and endurance, and we like increasing speed. Jordan's at school, so she's trying to be on our track team.
Oh, good.
Can you make it a little softer? Soft, thank you. Slow, softer. Thank you. Very good. And we just kind of guide her in what her steps are doing. Longer steps, softer steps, quieter steps. give her some of that feedback that I want to carry over. Okay, she's walking.
What do you most enjoy about your job?
The satisfaction I get out of the children achieving a milestone. Now, in pediatric physical therapy, we can see a variety of cases. Some of the children may have had burns, and when you see the satisfaction of them being without pain, less pain, and it's clean, and they're moving how they should be moving, and they're past that traumatic event, that is a kind of a reward. It's not rewarding that they went through this, but the fact that they've gotten through it and we've helped them to get through it and they're past that, that's a reward. Or one of the parents saying, we just want them to walk, and then we work on the walking and they've achieved that, that's satisfying, that's rewarding.
Do you have any advice for anyone who would be looking to get into this field?
I would advise the person looking to see if they want to be a physical therapist is to volunteer, to go and observe, to shadow a physical therapist. In fact, you can be a physical therapy assistant, get into it program to see if this is where you like. And it's just not pediatrics. There's adult and there's rehab, and there's so much that you may want to choose and you can, excel in, that I would advise them to just kind of volunteer to see.
Well, thank you so much. Jordan
been a
is
pleasure.
just so precious.
Isn't she?
Thank you so much.
I am very proud of her. She should be proud of. She works hard.
Oh, she definitely
absolutely
does.
works hard.
Pediatric physical therapists primarily provide physical rehabilitation to children with congenital and developmental disabilities, in addition to those with delayed development and various injuries. Starting in the year 2010, new physical therapists must graduate with a doctorate of physical therapy. This is typically a very rigorous 3-year program you enter after graduating college. There are over 200 schools in the United States that offer this degree. Physical therapists must be licensed in the state in which they practice and take continuing education throughout their career. The demand for physical therapists is currently very high. This is the most rewarding field for someone with good people skills who is passionate about helping others restore or maintain physical fitness and health.
Finally, time for a break. Break's over. We're back.
Do you ever find yourself tearing through your house, searching for those notes you need for school or the earrings that go with that outfit you're wearing? Sound familiar? I know I might be sounding like your mother, but wouldn't it be better to have put them where they belong in the first place? Believe it or not, there is a person who can help you with your mess. Lewis met with professional organizer Lori Bryant, who has made it her career to help people get order in their lives.
Hey guys, I'm here with Lori Bryant, and she is a professional organizer.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means I go into people's homes and businesses and I declutter their lives. I help them to live simply. I teach them techniques so that they don't become overwhelmed with their stuff.
Oh wow.
Yes.
How do you get into this business?
I started with teaching, and I started with students, and then I went from students to their parents.
Oh wow. Well, I want to show you something.
Okay.
Let's go. What do you think about this?
This is years of accumulation. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a little bit of everything. We have some home remodeling in here. We have some furniture that probably has been passed down from other family members. We have toys. We have tools. We have paint. We have it all. We have it all.
So tell me, how do you start? What's the first thing that you go through?
You pull it all out.
Everything out?
Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Pull it all out and sort it.
Oh wow. Well, can we go inside?
Sure.
Let's go. So this is room number 2 that I wanted to show you.
Okay.
And here we go.
Okay. This is our catch-all room. Everybody has one. This is where all the stuff that you don't know what to do with, it just gets thrown in here. And we close the door, and that way we don't have to deal with it. This is what this room is. It has signs of wanting to be a lot of different rooms.
Yeah. So tell me, how do you start? What do you go first?
Well, in this room, what I would do, first of all, I would ask the client, what is the purpose of this room? What is it you really want to do in here? What kind of activities are going to take place in this room? And then once we decide what the purpose of the room is, then we start to take out anything that doesn't have to do with that purpose. So the first thing we're going to do is pull it all out.
Everything out.
We're going to sort it, and we're going to think of the acronym SPACE, S-P-A-C-E. Once you sort everything like with like, all the food will go with the food, then you go back to each pile and you purge it. That's the P. So you say, oh, okay, this food has been outdated for 3 years, trash. Or I do not eat this anymore, so it's going to the food pantry. After you purge the piles, you have significantly less. And you're going to take what you have left and you're going to assess it and assign a home. Now you're going to say, okay, I only have this much, but these things don't live in this room. They really live in my bedroom, so these go to the bedroom. These go to the bathroom. These books are going to stay here because I plan to read in this room, and we're going to find a place for the books. So we assess what we have left, and we assign a home to it. The C is containerize. We will not buy the container first. We wait to see what we have left. And so some things are going to fit better on a shelf. Some things might fit better on a wardrobe hanging up. Some things might fit better with closed doors because we don't want the dust to get to them. So we containerize it. Then we'll come in on a regular basis and we'll do the E, which is equalize. And maybe if this is a room that's used often, maybe you'll equalize every evening before you go to bed. And now that everything has a home, you're just going to put every single thing back where it belongs, close the door. When you walk in tomorrow, it's beautiful.
How do you manage your day?
Well, I can work for a professional organizer. Typically 20 hours a week is full-time. I typically work 20 to 40. Now the reason for that is because a lot of it is manual labor. Those garages, they're manual labor. It's a lot of hard grunt work. There's nothing glorious and beautiful about this job. I'm sitting on the floor a lot of the times. I'm digging under furniture. I'm moving things. I'm hauling boxes. I'm emptying out containers. It's a lot of hard work. So 20 hours is about max for a lot of organizers. I am like the Energizer Bunny, so I don't care. I bring in assistants. I mean, we just get it done. So I will work more than 20 hours. But with my kids, when I first started, 20 hours was all I wanted. And I did it while the kids were in school. All the paperwork is done from my office at my home.
Wow.
So it's a perfect situation. I work out of my home. I have no overhead. I go into my client's space. I do the work and I come home.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Lori.
Thank you.
It was a
I
pleasure.
appreciate it. I hope you learned something.
I'm going to call you one day.
Okay.
Wonder if Lori can schedule a visit to my house. What a unique and helpful career she has, and she can base it in her home. If you realize the benefits in being organized, have good people skills, and would like to help others gain control of their lives through teaching them how to get organized, you might want to check into being a professional organizer. The National Organization of Professional Organizers has a website that gives tips on how to get started in this career. You'll find a link to their site under today's episode listing at rl101.com. By becoming a member, taking classes in the field, and getting certified, you will establish credibility as an organizer. Business will be slow at first, but with good marketing and referrals, you could soon be getting the world in order.
You guys take a break. While I wait for Carl to help me out with this mess. We're back, and I'm still waiting for Carly.
Thanks for being with us today on Real Life 101. I hope you got some new ideas. I know I did. Now pack your bags because real life is going to college. For the next 2 weeks, we're going to take you to the home of the National 2006 dual football and basketball champions and 2007 basketball champions, the Florida Gators. That's right, Real Life 101 is going to spend a day at the University of Florida. We'll bring you the first of our two-part Real Life Goes to College edition in our next show. You'll get a tour of the university and even go inside a dorm room. We'll meet with the Assistant Dean of Admissions and the Student Body President. So be sure to join us next week for a special two-part edition of Real Life 101. What do you want to do with your life?